In case you are a Karkataka Rashi person, or if your moon sign is Cancer, then you will have your moon. You will have the moon in your horoscope in this point, and Jupiter has been here for a year, which is the 12th from your moon sign. And on 19th June 2014, it shifts from the 12th into your first house. The first house transit is not a good transit. It is referred as the Janma Guru. It's a very stressful period. There are possibilities of shift in place, shift in either residence or in your job, and that all happens along with high stress. There may be problems within family members, and there will also be financial difficulties during this period. So it's usually a period that gives rise to much tension. In any case, as this transit happens, Saturn is already badly placed in the 4th house. The 4th house is a place where there's a lot of pressure on your work also, because that happens to be your 10th house. This happens to be your 10th house, and Saturn is directly looking at the 10th and putting pressure on the 4th. So there could be a pressure on both the domestic and the work. So it would be about balancing between work and home. So it's already Saturn is badly placed, and therefore this Jupiter transit is really going to be challenging, and for that reason you must do a lot of prayers and do a lot of charities on all Thursdays throughout this period. If you have your moon over here in your Vedic horoscope, then you are a Leo or a Simha Rasi person. And if your moon sign is this, which is Simha Rashi, then Jupiter is transiting from the 11th, which is a very good house. He's been there for a year, and on 19th June 2014, he shifts over into the 12th house from your moon. The 12th house transit of Jupiter is not considered it's not considered favorable. However, you will not feel the full effect of the 12th house transit of Jupiter as long as Saturn remains here, because Saturn is in the 3rd house, a very auspicious house, and until 2nd November 2014, you don't have to worry about this. After this date, when Saturn shifts over, then the effect of Jupiter being in the 12th will actually start manifesting. So once that happens, all you have to do is worship more, spend more time in worship and prayer on all Thursdays, and also do a lot more remedies concerning Jupiter on Thursdays, do a lot of charity on Thursdays, give away a lot of yellow items, yellow food, yellow clothes to people who are very poor. In case your moon is over here in your Vedic horoscope, then you are a Kanya Rashi person, which means your moon sign is Virgo. So Jupiter has been in the 10th for a year, and on 19th June 2014, Jupiter moves into the 11th house. Now the 11th house is a very auspicious house, and the good news is on November 2nd, 2014, Saturn quits this place called Thula and enters Vrischika Rashi or Scorpio, which actually marks the end of the 7.5 year Saturn, which has been afflicting you for all this 2.5 years, 2.5 years and 2.5 years, and he is now finally quitting this zone called the Sadesati zone, and that makes Saturn very favorable, and he's going to be here for 2.5 years. A fantastic place for both Saturn and Jupiter to be in. So Kanya Rashi people, if you have the moon in your Vedic horoscope in this place, which is called Thula Rashi or Libra, then your Rashi name is Thula Rashi, in which case Jupiter will be in the 10th house. So long he has been for a year in the 9th house, a very auspicious place, but this time he shifts from the 9th to the 10th, putting a lot of pressure in the area of business and profession, your career, so you need to focus more on that area. If Jupiter is not helping you out, then you'll have to seek out Jupiter, which means you have to seek consultants, you'll have to talk to maybe even an astrologer, maybe a psychologist, or anybody who can guide you, a lawyer, for example, whenever it comes to the matters that you have to solve in the area of your profession. That's when Jupiter happens to be in the 10th house. Then Saturn is over your moon, and that means you're right in the middle of your 7th of your Saturn phase. So this Jupiter transit is going to be really challenging. So from 19th June 2014, don't forget to do a lot of Jupiter remedies on all Thursdays. If you have the moon over here, which is called the Vrischika Rashi, or also known as Scorpio, that means you will be a Vrischika Rasi person. Your moon sign is Scorpio. So for all these people, this Jupiter transit is going to be favorable because Jupiter has been in the 8th house, and this time he moves over into the 9th house. A lot of protection. Jupiter in the 9th gives you a lot of protection, a lot of guidance from your father, guidance from your teacher, your gurus, your lawyer, or your consultant, your auditor, your bank, all those things, wherever you get guidance. And this 9th house is a very favorable place for Jupiter to be in, and this matters a lot because you're going through surround of your Saturn, because Saturn is over here in the 12th from your moon sign, and on November 2nd he gets over into your Gemini Rashi, which is your first sign, and that means you're right in the middle of surround of your Saturn. So during a period like this, having Jupiter in the 9th is godsend, and it's really going to be a protective. So say thanks to Jupiter being in the 9th. This is a 1 year period of advantage. So make hay when the sun shines, because that's a place where you get the silver lining, despite the fact that you're going through surround of your Saturn.